Oh, hi everybody. It is the 22nd of December 2024 and we're just working our way down the bay. That is I think New Point Comfort, so right in there is Mob Jack Bay. The winds have settled down pretty steady, kind of north kind of about 10 to 15 knots. It's been varying quite a bit. So what a pain in the butt. The GFS is still showing a nasty low coming off Hatteras Tuesday, which means that we would get run over by it. ECMWF still insists that it's not going to be any big deal. However, there's another low coming up the coast. There's another low coming up the coast, which is also going to move off to the northeast. And so, bottom line is it's kind of a dicey forecast. So my plan here is I'm going to exit out tonight and head down the coast and watch weather. Vent2 Sky, which is the HRRR, and ECMWF says it should be okay to go around to Beaufort. So that's a bailout plan. I could go to Beaufort and hang there and wait for another window. We've got to get past all these anchored freighters here. You can see the current is just starting to turn. The guy dead ahead is still stern to the wind. This guy's swinging. Most of the ones on the other shore have now swung head to wind. Ahoy everybody. It is the 23rd of December 2024. We're approximately about 12 miles east-northeast of the Oregon Inlet, which leaves us with about 45 miles to Cape Hatteras, and then possibly the turn toward Cape Lookout and into Beaufort, or I might continue on. Still the same story. The ECMWF model is showing a viable window to continue on south. The GFS is still showing this nasty low Tuesday night, which is going to be trouble even going from Hatteras to Cape Lookout. It's liable to get pretty brisk, 25 to 30 knots out of the north, and possibly higher at times. So so that's the situation, and just keep pushing on here. I'll get another forecast in about 2 hours and see what these models are saying. It is still the 23rd of December 2024, and I just uploaded the latest weather files and made the executive decision to divert into Beaufort. I just don't have a comfort level with this window because we've got this low pressure, actually a series of lows that are coming up the coast, and I just don't want a chance trying to jump across the Gulf Stream with that on tap. This time of year and all, those lows could intensify, and it could get really nasty. So it's still going to be pretty brisk going to Beaufort, but looks like it should be all right. And probably I'll end up putting into the Bight, because with northeast winds, I'm not going to be able to sail up into Taylor Creek. Or alternatively, I could go anchor off the Coast Guard station inside. So we'll see. Right now I just got to get down around Cape Lookout. As it stands, we got about 26 miles to Diamond Shoals. We're making good time here. About 8:30 in the evening on the 23rd of December 2024, the night before Christmas Eve of 2024, and we are presently rounding Diamond Shoals. Wind is still northeast, about 18 to 20 knots. I've had passing showers, and so lots of fun out here. It is a little warmer though. I still got the super suit on. So maybe it's, actually it is a bit warmer because I noticed my hands are not as cold. Anyway, so now we've got, well, we got to see what happens with this wind, but now we've got something like 70 miles to, 75 miles to Cape Lookout, and then we can round in toward Beaufort. The only catch is with these northeast winds, I'm probably not going to be able to sail into Taylor Creek or even sail up in there, so I think I'll probably go to the Bight, which might be, it's going to be pretty brisk tomorrow and for the next couple of days, so we'll see how the Bight is. But at any rate, we're making good progress here. See the lighthouse, that's Cape Lookout right there. And it'd be far more convenient if they didn't put these shoals here, because we got to go all the way down out around these shoals, and then we're gonna have to beat to windward. All right, friends and neighbors, we are rounding Cape Lookout Shoals. Now we got to bring her up basically as close as we can sail. We got to come on to a northwesterly heading if we can. And what is it? It is Christmas Eve 2024. Oh, I see. We got some current that's going to be dragging us too. All right. Squall here. Actually, you know, I'm kind of getting pelted. I think I'm almost, it feels like it might be sleeting. It is pretty cold. I think it's only a little over 40 degrees Fahrenheit, which is warmer than the bay, but still ain't exactly balmy. Now those are getting there. Another 5 minutes. So tonight's dinner is just canned chili and hot cornbread muffins because it's cold, and I don't have the energy to make anything additional, not after a passage. And it's a good tasty meal. Ahoy everybody and Merry Christmas 2024. Presently anchored in the Cape Lookout Bight. There's the lighthouse. And to my astonishment, there's another sailboat there. They came in last night after dark. And I heard the propellers, and then I was all closed up because it was cold. I had the heater on. And so I had everything closed up to keep the warm air in. And then I could hear the propellers. And I thought, okay, maybe it's the Coast Guard. And then I looked out and realized, no, that's got to be a yacht. Indeed, it was a yacht. So anyway, it's blustery and cool here, but at least not as cold as the Chesapeake. It's kind of in the mid-40s right now. And we're supposed to get up to 70 degrees this weekend. And it looks like Saturday I'll have southeast winds, so I can sail up into Taylor Creek in Beaufort, and that'll enable me to do a restock. And so hopefully sooner than later I'll find another weather window to head out from Florida via Bahamas. It was frustrating that this window collapsed on me, but one, that happens, that's just force majeure. And two, this is not, this moves the yardsticks up, and actually Beaufort is a better takeoff point than the Chesapeake, not only because it shaves off over 100 miles, shaves about 120 miles off the passage to the Bahamas, but the Gulf Stream, the northern edge of the Gulf Stream, is only about 40 miles from here. And the trickiest part of the passage, one of the trickiest parts of this passage, is timing your crossing of the Gulf Stream. In fact, the main reason I bailed and came in here was because of those lows forming, and which I would have encountered right when I was crossing the Gulf Stream. And so I made the executive decision that I wasn't going to get tangled up with that. So I came here. But with the Gulf Stream being only about 40 miles northern edge, so the center of the Gulf Stream is about 60 miles from here, that makes it a lot easier, because then it's less than a day sailing with any kind of wind. Within the first 24 hours, I should be exiting the south end of the Gulf Stream. So it's much easier to time. It's much easier to time your weather. So this is a good takeoff point. So this moved the yardsticks up, even though I'm frustrated, because I would like to be on my way bombing south to the Bahamas, because it's almost January. But not anything to get too upset about, though. I mean, we did cover some distance, and as I said, moved the yardsticks up on this passage south. So at any rate, I still got some fresh food in the icebox there. So I think, I don't know, I got steak or chicken. So I'm going to decide whether to have chicken tonight for Christmas dinner or have a steak. We'll see. And this is a beautiful place. There's no question. It is just a beautiful place in here. Consider supporting this channel by becoming a patron. As a patron, you will be able to view my videos free of ads. You will also be able to leave comments, ask questions, and message me directly. You can become a patron for as little as $5 a month.